Welcome back to the Dinar Update channel. Today, we're diving into some major financial developments in Iraq that could shape the country's economic landscape in the near future. From the central bank's dollar sales to Iraq's government spending projections and the soaring price of gold, we have a lot to cover. Stay tuned as we break down these key updates that could impact everyone, from everyday consumers to international investors. Hello and thanks for joining us today. We have some really interesting and important economic updates coming from Iraq, and we're going to break it all down for you in simple terms. First up, let's talk about the Central Bank of Iraq and the US dollar sales that took place in their latest currency auction. On Thursday, February 6th, the Central Bank of Iraq made waves in the financial sector by selling over $292.05 million in US dollars during its currency auction. This is a significant sale, and it highlights the ongoing efforts of the CBI to stabilize the Iraqi dinar and manage foreign currency reserves. So, how exactly does this work? The Central Bank of Iraq offered the US dollars at two different exchange rates, 1310 IQD per dollar for documentary credits, international settlements, and foreign transfers, and 1305 IQD per dollar for cash transactions. The majority of the dollar sales, around 93%, a total of $274.05 million, was used to bolster foreign balances through transactions like international transfers and credits. Here's where it gets interesting. Out of the total sales, only $18 million was sold as cash, which means that only one bank took part in the cash dollar purchase. Meanwhile, 8 banks were involved in fulfilling requests to bolster foreign balances. This shows a shift toward prioritizing foreign exchange stability and international transactions over cash liquidity. In total, 21 exchange companies participated in this auction, underscoring the importance of the central bank's role in Iraq's broader financial ecosystem. These companies are key players in ensuring that the foreign currency is distributed effectively throughout the country's markets and business sectors. Now, let's turn our attention to Iraq's government spending and its relationship to the country's gross domestic product, or GDP. According to the German website Statista, Iraq's government expenditures accounted for a staggering 48.43% of GDP in 2024. This was the highest level of government spending relative to GDP in the past 5 years. However, there's some good news. This figure is expected to decline slightly to 47.94% in 2025 and continue its downward trend to 45.1% by 2029. This reduction in government spending as a percentage of GDP suggests a more sustainable fiscal policy, which is essential for long-term economic growth. The decline in government spending could have positive implications for the economy. With less reliance on government expenditure, Iraq could see more room for private sector growth and improve financial health in the years ahead. Now, on to another exciting development: the price of gold in Iraq as global economic tensions rise. Particularly with the ongoing trade wars and the uncertain global economy, gold has emerged as a safe haven investment for many countries and investors. According to Mohammed Al-Hassani, an economic analyst, the global price of gold could exceed $3,000 per ounce if the current trade wars persist. This surge in gold prices is expected to have a direct impact on Iraq's local gold market as well. Here's the interesting part: as gold prices rise globally, Iraq has experienced a corresponding surge in local gold prices. The price of a mythical, which is approximately 4.25 grams of 21-karat gold, has recently surpassed 600,000 IQD, and there's a real possibility it could break the 650,000 IQD mark in 2025. So, what's driving this? It's all about the global demand for gold, as more investors and countries flock to gold as a safe store of value amid political and economic instability. The price of gold continues to rise. In Iraq, local jewelers determine gold prices based on the global gold price and the strength of the local dollar exchange rate. With local prices moving in tandem with global trends, consumers and investors in Iraq are feeling the effects of these fluctuations. If the global price continues to climb, it could put significant pressure on the local market and make gold more expensive for everyday Iraqis. To sum up, we've seen some big moves in Iraq's economy recently, from $292.05 million in US dollar sales by the Central Bank of Iraq to a projected decline in government spending over the next several years. And with the price of gold continuing to rise, both investors and consumers need to keep an eye on the market, as it's clear that Iraq is heading into some interesting economic times. What does all this mean for you if you're an investor, business owner, or someone just watching the economy? These changes could affect your decisions, whether it's managing currency risks or making investments in gold or other commodities. That's all for today's update. We hope this gives you a better understanding of the current financial trends in Iraq and their potential impact on the economy. As always, stay tuned to Dinar Update channel for the latest news, insights, and updates. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, so you never miss out on important financial information.